Imagine this. In 2025, a single quantum machine cracks the encryption safeguarding Africa's banks, governments, and secrets in minutes. What was unbreakable yesterday becomes child's play tomorrow. But is Africa armed for this quantum apocalypse? Stick around because by the end you'll know if we're doomed or destined to lead. Let's cut straight to it. Quantum computing isn't sci-fi, it's here and it's a double-edged sword. Traditional computers process bits, 0 or 1. Quantum uses qubits. Superposition lets them be both at once. Entanglement links them instantly. Result, exponential power. Shor's algorithm, for instance, could shatter RSA encryption that protects your online banking. But here's the thing. Quantum threats aren't just breaking codes, they're harvesting data now to decrypt later. Store now, decrypt later attacks mean your encrypted info today is vulnerable tomorrow. And get this. By 2025, 63% of surveyed experts fear future encryption compromise from quantum. Shocking, right? But wait, Africa might have a secret weapon. Globally, the clock is ticking. Isaka warns quantum poses a massive cybersecurity risk, with few firms ready. US lawmakers are scrambling, urging encryption upgrades because quantum could break systems in hours. The GAO report highlights leadership needed to mitigate these threats. Top threats, data breaches, financial chaos, operational shutdowns. Nearly two-thirds of organizations see quantum as the biggest cyber threat in 3-5 years. Quantum isn't breaking encryption yet, current machines are too error-prone, but by 2030, it's game over for classical crypto. Did you know quantum could decrypt data that takes classical computers 10 million years in minutes? That's the power we're facing. Now zoom to Africa. Our continent's cybersecurity is already under siege. Ransomware, phishing, weak infrastructure. But quantum? It's like bringing a nuke to a knife fight. Forbes Africa compares our quantum scene to classical computing in the 1960s. Nascent, full of potential, but lagging. In South Africa, banks like Atijara Wafa are dipping toes into quantum, but central banks struggle with basic TLS encryption. Across Africa, awareness is low. Most don't grasp the urgency for post-quantum crypto by 2025 per NIST guidelines. Challenges. High costs for quantum labs, over $100 million. Lack of supply chains, unstable governance in some regions. Yet quantum isn't all doom. It could revolutionize telecom with unbreakable keys. But is Africa investing? Here's where it gets hopeful. Africa isn't sleeping on this. The Africa Quantum Consortium launched in 2025, uniting researchers, policymakers, and startups across the continent. Founded by Farai Majandu and others, it focuses on 4 pillars: unify efforts, clarify priorities, influence globally, and fund innovations. Key activities: Quantum Roundtables, the Quantum Circle for Women in Quantum, and the Africa Quantum Fund for Startups. They're drafting a State of Quantum in Africa white paper with a 10-year roadmap. Africa's first quantum hackathon in July 2025 tackled global challenges with quantum tech. And conferences like Quantum Africa 2025 in Accra push education and socio-economic transformation. Big news. Physicists from 9 countries, led by Dr. Thomas Conrad at University of KwaZulu-Natal, plan to build Africa's first homegrown quantum computer. Phased approach, skill building first, then hardware. It'll be cloud accessible, focusing on quantum encryption for finance and health. IBM's bringing quantum to African universities since 2019, boosting research. Kenya hosts the Africa Quantum Summit, covering diplomacy and industry. But let's be real, readiness is spotty. Many African nations lack experimental infrastructure, and critics say building a full quantum computer is ambitious, maybe unfeasible short-term. South Africa leads with quantum labs, but continent-wide we're reliant on overseas tech. Risks? Quantum could exacerbate inequalities, rich nations get ahead, Africa gets hacked. EY urges prep now for quantum crypto. Deloitte offers quantum cyber readiness assessments. In telecom, quantum key distribution promises unbreakable security, but adoption is slow. Remember that secret weapon? It's collaboration. The consortium turning brain drain into brain gain. So, is Africa ready? Not fully, but we can be. First, adopt post-quantum cryptography, PQC standards from NIST now. Governments, make quantum safety a national priority like Microsoft recommends. Organizations, assess risks, build 5, 10-year roadmaps, upskill teams, explore quantum for good, simulations in healthcare, finance optimization. Join summits like the Security Summit in Johannesburg. Experts like Narushka Bowen are sounding the alarm. World Economic Forum's Quantum Readiness Toolkit is a must-read. For Africa, invest in education, fund startups via the Africa Quantum Fund, and collaborate Pan-African style. Wrapping up, quantum cyber threats are real for 2025. Encryption breaks, data exposed. Africa, we're not fully ready, but with initiatives like the consortium, hackathons, and our first quantum build we're accelerating. The question isn't if quantum hits, it's how we hit back. If this fired you up, smash that like button, subscribe for more tech truths, and comment, is your country quantum ready? Share this. Africa's future depends on awareness. Thanks for watching till the end. Stay secure out there.